Hi everyone, this is Holly Hall from AskHollyHall.com. I want to give you a story, a true story, and you will be able to relate to this. I also want to share with you why you are a unique version of you, and by the end of this segment, you will know who you are. One of the most poignant questions that everybody asks themselves, I think from probably about the age of 4 onward, is who am I? And you could be 4, 40, or 80, and you'll still be questioning, who am I? So I'm going to give you a quick way to find that answer by the end of this segment. Navigational tools. As an astrologer, I use the stars as a navigational tool. During that navigational tool, when I'm with a client in a session, I'm also connecting to source, universal energy. I'm able to do this through the tool of astrology. That's called clairvoyance. Throughout that, I'm also working with my clients as they vessel in, as they navigate through them, the celestial energy as well. They don't know they're doing it, but collectively, source is connecting to both of us. Did you know that as a sailor, sailors would use the sun and the stars as a navigational tool? When they couldn't see land, or when they were too far out from the land, they would have to use the sun and the stars, and they would have logbooks. And each sailor on a particular craft, for instance, would log daily how they navigated using the stars. But what if it was cloudy? They would actually log in what they had seen earlier, or they would guess. They would guess blindly what the stars or the sun or the moon was navigating, relaying visually for them. And I thought when I heard this story, it's also called celestial navigation or astronavigation. It was a very useful tool. And in fact, astrophysicists and astrosciences, they still use the stars and the moon and all of the planets as navigational tools for specific sciences. Now you might ask why. Kepler in the 1700s designed a mathematical equation that would follow all of the stars and the planets, the constellations mostly, but also the planets and the moon and the sun, because they go by their own cyclic motion. They have their own system and speed that they rotate and the speed that they move, and it never changes. It doesn't alter. The sun, the moon, and all of the planets have a rotation around the sun at a particular speed. And so through this mathematical calculation, I can tell, or a system, I'm not doing the mathematics myself, although I have done it, but now we've got this great thing called computers, and they can do it for us. And I can punch in any date, future or past, and I will get a map of what the sky looks like at that time. Where is Venus? Where is Mars? What constellation is it shining through? Where is the sun? Where is the moon? And this is what Kepler designed. But our ancients, our ancestors, they knew how to do this visually. Right? So how often when we are clouded, when we can't see the night through a clear sky, when we're in the dark, do we make up our navigation? Do we lead ourselves blindly, trusting that when it clears up, that we will be near the location energetically, physically, psychologically, emotionally, where we think we should be when we're blinded? So we have to trust that we are still guiding ourselves, even though we're not quite sure where we're going. And so when you have those days, sometimes months, of darkness, of cloud, of fogginess, know that you have the navigational tools within you. because you've been navigating through your own intellect, your own psyche, your own intuition, your entire life. And so know that when you're temporarily blinded or clouded, that as long as you're somewhat on track with knowing who you are, you'll be fine. Sometimes we need the support of others who are not as they're not as clouded. They're not as lost, right? Their stars are clear to them. And we call those healers or shamans, astrologers, therapists, counselors, a best friend, a partner. And we can use them to help us see the way. As long as there's no ulterior motive and you feel safe that they got your back, right? And if for some reason they steer you wrong, you know that once you're out of that darkness, that cloudiness, you'll get yourself back on track. Yeah, you will. So how do you know who you are? Who am I? There is, first of all, you have to honor how special it is that you are who you are. You have to honor that. You have to relish in the sacredcy and the sheer magnitude that who you are is goddamn special. Freaking special. More special than who I am, more special than who they are, and they are more special, and I am more special. Why? And special means that you're spacious, that you're separate from another person. That makes you special and unique. It doesn't make you better than them, okay? It makes you special and unique. And so how do I know that you are? And how will you know that you are? Because there's only one you, right? There is no one out there that has the identical DNA. Okay, even if you're an identical twin, there is going to be a few genetic differences. A freckle, the amount of hair on your head, how fast your eyelashes grow. There's going to be something slightly different, right? In your irises, in your pupil, right? Slightly different. And plus, how you navigate your identicalness. What do you eat? How do you feel? How do you make the choices that you make? What's your reaction to life is also different, not identical. So we are not identical. That's the number one. That's what makes you very, very special. No one on this planet, okay, whether a good experience, traumatic experience, amazing experiences, terrible, awful struggles, physically, mentally, emotionally, or psychologically, no one will have every thought, every feeling, every reaction, every interaction with life like you do. No one will have what you have. You can be the most famous person in the world. You can live in the same house with the same people day in and day out. You can write memoirs after memoirs, diary after diary, and even become famous writing books about who you are. And people may think they know who you are, but no one will have that exact nano by nanosecond experience with life, with yourself, with your thoughts, with your emotions, with every step that you take. No one will grow the hair on their bodies, will see through your eyes, will speak through your mouth, will have your heartbeat, will feel the tingles on your skin when you're excited, will feel the pit in the stomach. No one will have that. Only you. And that's what makes you special. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you you. You are not a label. You are not a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a child, a boss, an employee. You're not a dancer, a singer, a skater, a rock star, an accountant, a warehouse worker, a computer analysis. You are not that person. You are the experiences that you have in life. Experiencing all those, experiencing being a mother, a father, a rock star, an accountant, a warehouse clerk. You are the person experiencing those situations. Feeling them, hearing them, seeing them, smelling them, tasting them, reacting to them. thinking them. That's you. You're broadcasting your life. That's you. That's what makes you uniquely who you are. And what I love as an astrologer is that when I look at somebody's astrological chart, when I look at that, I see that soul. I see that essence of who they are, how they react, how they feel, why they need to be who they are, the way that they are, right? What it means to them, how they navigate through life. What are their star constellations that they follow, that they see? When are they blinded? When are they not? What are the experiences that are meant to be within their soul and their spirit when these ups and downs, these roller coasters of life happen? That's what I do. And I'm grateful for each and every one of my clients for allowing me to experience this on a daily basis. You are unique. There was no one else like you. And even if you sit there right now and go, well, I wish I wasn't me. I wish I was somebody else. I wish I was that person or this person. Everybody has those thoughts. There are some things we do have in common. There are days where we feel less than. There are months where we feel less than. There are times when we're not sure who we are because we're trying to be something that we're not, because we're trying to fit into a label. That's called the human experience. That's completely separate from your soul and your spirit and the essence and the energy of you. The human experience can definitely get in the way, but it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. And that's what I teach my clients and show my clients. Why are you here in this human experience? And what are you supposed to do with that human experience? You are special and unique. Namaste.